Hello, everybody. My name is Nate.
And I'm Dave.
And welcome to Word on the Street. And you probably wondering yourself, what is Word on the Street? Word on the Street, we talk about stuff that's going on in our community. And we have trivia contests,
Quote of the day,
and an interview. In each episode, we have a theme. And today's theme is overcoming challenges. So, Dave, I understand you did an interview.
Yes, I did.
All right, Engineer Bob, roll it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have a very special guest today. His name is ERIK DANIELLS. He lives with a condition called muscular dystrophy. We are going to talk to him today about his struggles and accomplishments he has had to overcome living with this condition. He currently is a very inspirational writer/blogger on health and nutrition, and also an accomplished musician. Welcome, ERIK.
Well, thank you very much. I'm really excited to be here for you guys today.
Well, thank you. What is muscular dystrophy?
Muscular dystrophy is a neuromuscular condition. There are actually many different types of muscular dystrophy. My case is actually called fiber type disproportionate, and it's a very rare case. There are only a few cases documented in the country, so it's very rare. And basically, muscular dystrophy is, for me, it's a general weakening of my muscles. So I have a lot of fatigue that kind of sets in quicker than a lot of people. And it kind of sets off some breathing issues and just kind of general muscle weakness. So really, muscular dystrophy, it's this whole wide range of conditions. Some more extreme cases are we have Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS. We also have Duchenne's dystrophy, and those are also degenerative conditions. So my case, I was lucky that I was born with the case. While certainly gave me some challenges, doesn't get any worse as I get older, which is, for me, that's been really helpful. So for me, it's kind of, what I see is what I get. It's not getting any worse. And I've actually, through taking some big steps with my health, have decided to improve my symptoms and not let my condition hold me back anymore. So that's kind of, been what I've been about for the last, year or so.
Oh, that's really cool. It's really neat that you decided to change your way and to not let it get you down.
Yeah, and that was a big challenge for me growing up. Is I kind of let things like doctors say, oh, this is how it's going to be. Yeah, you can't build any muscle. Yeah, you can lose weight. You can get healthier, but don't really have a lot of high expectations. And finally, I just said, I'm just gonna go my own way and see what happens. I've been lucky to have a really great support system to make some changes.
It's always good. What is a day in the life of a person with muscular dystrophy?
Well, for me, I growing up, I actually went to a summer camp for kids with muscular dystrophy. And what was really hard for me is that the first year I went, about half of the kids could walk unassisted. Well, the next year I went back and I was the only camper that wasn't in a wheelchair. So there are some very extreme cases. And so a lot of people will have, breathing issues. Like, for example, I sleep with a BiPAP machine because I do hold my breath, when I lie down. Even when I'm awake, if I'm lying down, I will hold my breath. Just because my body, my lungs are weak. But those symptoms are improving through exercise and getting more weight off my body. That's all getting better, which has been a nice, bonus of this new lifestyle that I have. But it's, it can be tough. I get tired pretty easily. Just walking. I used to have a lot of pain. I had back surgery about 5 or 6 years ago to deal with scoliosis. That was one issue that I was dealing with. But no, things are certainly improving, and just trying to live out a healthy life as I can.
Do most people with muscular dystrophy have to do a lot of surgery?
Yeah, there are certain cases where, yeah, things like scoliosis is actually pretty common, and things like a lot of therapy, physical therapy, to slowly strengthen your muscles is important. I've definitely been taking a more aggressive approach in the last couple of years, but I know that's what's working for me right now.
All right. What happened to make you decide to change your diet and lifestyle?
It's funny. We kind of have these like landmark birthdays in our society. So for me, it was I'll throw the number out there. I'm hitting 30 this year, and so I thought this is the time to make a change, because I knew if I didn't start now, I could see myself in 30, 40 years much worse off than I am now, and not changing. So I knew. I don't know. It's funny. I just started putting in some small changes, and I was really inspired to move forward. So I can't really say, oh yeah, I just woke up one day and said, this is the day I'm. No, I mean it's more of a gradual process, which is something I believe strongly in, and setting small goals to really better your health. It's not going to change in 24 hours, especially when I had 20, 25, 26 years of bad habits. It's all little steps.
How long did it take you for each goal to accomplish?
Well, I try to set goals every week. I mean, the big thing for me to realize is this is not, there's no finish line. This is about making lifetime changes. And so I never say, okay, once I hit this weight, I'm done. Or once I can do this, once I can run 2 miles, I'm going to stop. No, no, no. This is me changing for good. And so I try to set a new goal every week. And it can be something small, like maybe I'm going to go try yoga for the first time, or I'm just going to go for a walk for maybe 10 minutes longer than I did last week. But as long as I'm moving forward, I know I'm going the right direction.
What foods do you eat and what exercises do you do?
Well, I try to keep it fun. Okay. Now I know working out, yes, it's work. Work is in that title. But I try to do as many things as I can to kind of keep my brain interested, and so I don't feel like I'm just forcing myself to go to the gym and get on a treadmill for, an hour, because that's not fun for anybody. Well, maybe for some people, but if you do, you're crazy. So I try to do things like, okay, well, maybe I'll go on a hike today, get out in the fresh air and, do some discovery, or I'll like yoga, or I really got into climbing recently, which is something I've really taken to, where you get exhausted after being on a wall for 5 minutes. It's great. But as far as food goes, I mean, for me, I'm all about what not to eat, and then what you decide to put back into your diet, that's up to you. So I try to cut out things like, I'm trying to eat real food and not any food products. So things like all those, sugar, a lot of the, bread. I try to keep it pretty simple. If it has one ingredient, that's usually best for me. Maybe two or three, but try to keep it as simple as possible. Now, I did adopt a diet that has a lot of names, but you might have heard it's called like the paleo diet. And that kind of focuses on food that our ancestors ate. And that's worked out great for me. So it's just real, local, honest food. It's pretty simple. So just cutting out all the bad, and then after that, I mean, if you want to be vegetarian, be a vegetarian. I don't, no judgment toward the vegans, but I like meat, so I go for that. But no, it's been great. So I try to do about 3 strength training workouts a week. That can be things like, basic stuff, weightlifting, nothing overly complicated. And then just try to keep the cardio, just moving, discovering, just having fun, but nothing too complicated.
Could you explain again what a paleo diet
The
is?
paleo diet, yes, it is. It's for me. It's been very simple. It's something I can adopt and maintain, nice and easy. Where I just eat real food. I don't think things like I cut out. My first step was cutting out soda, which was huge for me. I was that person who could drink, a Dr. Pepper every day. Maybe just one if I was lucky. Maybe two. We've all been there, right? But I cut out the soda, cut out things like fast food, chips, cookies, and just said, okay, I'm going for meat and vegetables, some fruit. But I just, try to keep it easy. And that's something that I can stick with. And so it's never felt like a diet. But you hear the word diet and it just gets a little sad to me. And I don't want to feel like I'm ever depriving myself of anything. This is definitely a lifestyle change.
Why did you decide to start a blog?
Well, the blogging, it's funny. I mean, through some social media like Facebook, I was basically and kind of mini blogging as it is. And I thought, well, if I start writing a little bit more, if I can just inspire one person to make a small change for the better, then all this ranting and talking, I mean, it's been worth it. So my hope is that I can just reach more people in adopting healthy lifestyle choices.
What type of healthy lifestyle do you hope that people can
Yeah, I mean,
adopt?
it's and again, for me, it's about making small changes. Maybe walking a little bit more every day. Doing something simple that you set a small goal and you accomplish it, then you get inspired and you make another goal. So, for me, yeah, it's about eating the right food and just ultimately having a happier life. That's what's really important to me.
What plans do you have for your future?
Well, I'm launching a website, which I'm really excited to do in the
Cool.
next month, and that's going to be just a place for me to kind of organize all my health-related thoughts. And I actually just got a new job I've been working at in the last month, working for a personal trainer over in Land Park. And I've been at that. That's where I've been training. And then his name's Forrest Vance, and he just asked me to kind of step on board as his kind of social media director. So I've been working in that. And I have some fitness goals. I want to be able to do some obstacle courses. I want to be able to run a 5K without, wanting to pass out. So that's on the list for sure. But I am hitting 30. Shocking, I know. And I'm hitting 30 in November. So I'm just thinking that I want to just be happier and feel more fit. So I'm launching my website probably within the next about 3 weeks. And that'll be thecrippledcaveman.com. And you can kind of see all my rants and strange thoughts all organized in one place.
What is the name of your blog?
It is, right now it's on Facebook, and it's The Crippled Caveman. So facebook.com/thecrippledcaveman. And that kind of is a little play on my whole paleo, the whole caveman lifestyle. And since my muscular dystrophy, that's where the crippled comes from. Just a little fun play.
We want to thank you for coming to talk to us today. You have been a very inspirational guest. Best of luck to you in your journey.
Well, thank you very much. I hope, I inspired somebody today to make a small change. And you know what? Just get out there. We live in a great place here in Sacramento. The weather is gorgeous, even on more of a darker, rainier day today. Always get outside, get some fresh air, and you know what? Enjoy your day.
Oh, you've inspired me. Thank you.
Champions are not made in the gym. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them. A desire, a dream, a vision. Muhammad Ali.
Today's trivia contest question is, when was the first person diagnosed with muscular dystrophy? A, 1963, B, 1865, or C, 1929. To enter, go to our DDSO-Employment Plus Facebook page. Find the contest post, click on comment, and post your answer. The first correct answer is the winner. Good luck.
We are really looking for a winner on the trivia contest.
Wow, Dave. That interview you did with this man was great. Very inspirational. I was very moved by it.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. Well, everybody, that wraps up our show. But please join us again next time for
Word on the Street.
Engineer Bob, that's a wrap.